That's going there. All right. Reserves. Let me put these guys in deep strike. Okay. Yeah, this layout is always hard to not get shot for me anyway. Yeah, I don't see how. Yeah. Okay then. Let me put my combi lieutenant down. I'll put him right there.
Okay. Okay, one castigator is going to go here. Just so he cannot be shot at.
Okay. All right. Let's put these guys over here.
Second tank is going to go here.
Okay, should be able to not be seen from that direction if I draw a line from here. Well, I guess the true line would be right here. Okay, so he should be safe there. I'll twist him just to make sure though. And okay, so you put down another tank, okay. I'll put these hombres right here. Okay.
I'll place this transport over here.
All right. Got a good spread. Okay, so the things I need to worry about blowing up tanks are the... Well, they all have about the same profile. D6 plus 3, that's a lot of shots.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is also blast.
That's even better.
And
Not
just
really.
because why not ignores cover?
Okay, I was wondering why the AP was so low because it ignores covers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Those guys will go there. Can you get through there? It doesn't look like you can. Okay.
Chelsea and her unit are gonna go over here.
Okay. Let's see. These guys. You said army-wide assault. That's what you said, right?
Yep, army-wide assault.
Okay. Okay, army-wide assault. Let me see. So these guys can go maybe 16. Let me save his position to see exactly where you could go. maybe 3.5 there, and then with 16 attack, you're looking at what?
2.5, 12.5 actually would be.
Yeah. All right, there. Let me draw that line. I saved him. I'll put him back in just a second. So right there, and then let me restore him, and then try the same thing with him. He could go 7, and then what? 9, the 6.
Yeah.
So right there, draw that line. So straight down, like that. Okay. I will restore. Okay. So that means I could put a flamer right here and not get shot that direction. What about this direction? Let me save. Hey, thanks so much, Glorian. I appreciate that. So 16. So that's the best angle from that direction, and right there. Okay. Restore. Alright, so he should be able to go right there, so I'll put him down right there. I think I'll actually back him up a little bit. Actually, let me fit these guys in here. I think it's safe to put these guys in here. Possibly. Okay, but you can, hold on one second, you can advance and hop out and shoot. And these guys are fully loaded, so they can move 18. They can move here, hop out and just shoot my face off.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go with my first instinct, put them over here.
Okay.
Sorry about that, buddy. Go ahead. And what's in that rhino?
That is the unit with the flamers.
Okay, unit flamers.
With like the 4 flamers.
Okay.
That do death wounds.
And there's no melters in there, right?
No. Meltas are in the emulator.
Okay. Alright, I should be safe to put this guy right here then. Okay, he'll go there.
Okay.
Can I turn it like that? No. Okay.
These are the Paragon Warships with the flamers.
Okay. You know, maybe I should have put... Okay, well, it's too late now. damage on these. Everything has assault. So, oh, you know what? I can put these guys on the wall. I didn't even realize that. Alright. Alright, so these guys up here. Okay, those guys will go there.
I put down my last unit.
Alright, I can't do like you, and so I gotta turn it like that. Okay, that guy will go there. These guys will try their best to get on the objective, not get shot. I don't know how possible it's going to be. Go there. Totally forgot about Mephiston.
He's low enough. He can pretty much go anywhere.
Yeah. Put this guy. Like
That
that.
building is packed.
Yeah. It's really the only place I can put down and feel like I won't get shot turn one. And I guess I will put this guy down right here. Is that where I want him to go? I don't know. I think he'll come here. All right, I'm down.
All right, so figure out who goes first.
Yeah. 6
Roll the 1, you go first.
is feet. My reroll ones to wound will be, and I don't have any scouts or anything.
Okay.
I guess we'll put it on the center. Okay, good luck, sir. Have fun.
Yep.
All right. Let me pull my cards. Secure and mark for death. Okay. I'll put anything in your army have loan up?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's see if I can draw LOS.
Oh, thanks. These nobles are moving very forward.
Okay.
So you need to be somewhere around this area.
Okay. So, oops, I drew it up. That's a weird angle. So, right there, just keeping it on the ground, like, get it on that line. So I guess I'll put Oath right here.
Okay.
Alright, so let me save position here. And move 4. And then pivot 6.
Yep.
So I'll just do like that. I don't even have to come all the way forward, so I guess like that. Still won't be hidden. That guy will still get a clip on me. I don't know that I wanna do
Risk
that.
it.
Yeah, for a shot at that on a 2-up, 4-up. And this is ignore cover.
Oh yeah, I need to throw my. I think I need to throw my things of faith.
Do what?
My miracle die. Start of each battle round, I gain 1.
It's a big gap. I think maybe I just. Is there any way I can sit around this corner? Or maybe let me see, maybe I go a different direction. Ranges, everyone has assault. Yeah, I'll risk 1 shot. Put right there. I'm gonna advance the well, first of all, let me just put this guy on the center objective. I'm gonna advance Mephiston over here. Whoa, that's a first. He's never done that before. Okay. So I will get on the objective like that. Yeah, I don't think you can make it past there.
I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah.
You'd be
Just the width of the
clipping.
hole. It's just the width of the hole. It doesn't. The sponsons don't count for your width, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Alright. We'll go right there.
Because so many things have sponsons where the sponsons would just make it impossible for them to move around.
Okay, so I'm on that objective. Okay, let's advance these Vanguard vets. So 17, where the furthest you can go. Right there. Let's see. Inch. 1 inch. So 17. this guy couldn't make it that far, so I might as well keep him an inch off this way, which is that. Alright, I'll advance this unit here. 2, so 14. Let's see, what's the furthest you could go? Okay, so that would be 6, and then a pivot. So maybe 5.5 then. And then that's what, 10.5 more. So to pass that corner, that's total of 10.5. So yeah, so 4.5, 5.5 more. Okay, so basically you can have viz from this corner here. So let me restore this corner right here. Like that. Okay. Hey brother, thanks JM. I appreciate it, man. Alright, so I rolled a 14. So what's the furthest? This guy, he can't make it. He can make it over here though. Okay. There. He can only move 14. Okay, that guy can move there. I'll advance with that unit. So 16. These guys will be an inch off as well. Okay, like that. Okay. I don't think there's any room to get anyone else anywhere. I'll advance, see what I get with them. So a 2. So 14. Is it possible to get him in there? 14. I don't think so. Let me draw that line. It's close, but he can get in there. Okay. And he was the furthest one back. Okay. He can go there. Can he get in here? Yeah. Alright. Now, these guys, I'll advance these intercessors. Okay. So 11 is the furthest you can go right here. How far can you get? Okay, so you can make it an inch off that wall too. Alright, so they'll go there. Now, what do I do with the ball that doesn't want to get shot? I guess I'll advance with the ball predator. So, 18, so I'll just move him and pay a pivot. 14.5 or 15 now. He's got 3 more inches. He'll go there. And I don't think I'll move these guys. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Alright, that's the end of my movement. I'll go to shooting now. This Lancer, I guess, is going to shoot at the only thing he can see, that Paragon Superior there. And I think the only thing that's in range is the laser. I'll check the range. 25. So I think that, well, the Iron Rail Heavy Stubber's in range, so. Alright, so the 2 lasers, did you need to do anything?
No.
Okay. Alright, so on 3s re-rolling, both hit, and then on 2s, re-rolling that. Okay, so 2 invulns.
Second.
Yeah, let me know if the sound goes out. If it goes out, I'm gonna flip my table.
On force.
Alright, so I guess that's...
No, give me a second. Just reading the Acts of Fate. How these...
Okay.
This is... Is it okay if I substitute one of these even though I already rolled it?
What do you mean?
Substitute one of my saves with one of my miracle dice. This was a 4.
Sure, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So substitute that, save 1. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll the other one. Nope, how much damage?
It's just 1 dead model. It's D6 plus 3. Alright, and then the Iron Rail Heavy Stubber on 3s re-rolling. And then I'm guessing on 5s because their toughness good. Yeah, so 5s, 1 AP 0.
Save.
Alright, that's all I got, man. I'm gonna...
Okay.
I don't think I had any actions to do. I didn't even bother having you mark... Well, yeah, I'm not gonna bother having you mark anything. I'm gonna just get rid of it for a CP, if you don't mind, and I'll pass it over to you, and I scored 5 for No Man's.
Engage on all fronts and recover assets. I really only gain one miracle dice every battle round? Do I really get so few? My home objective gets sticky.
Okay.
Next to the Battle Sisters. Okay. They're going to advance. The Battle Sisters. They advance an additional 4. They can move up to 10. Okay.
Unfortunately, I have to keep that lieutenant there because if I react move and follow him back, then he'll just put that rhino right here, disembark and flame all my units. So he's gonna have to die, take one for the team.
Stakes over here. Just moves a little back. These 2 suits are going to advance.
I cannot believe he ran with that rhino.
An additional 6. They get to move
That's weird.
12, 14. So it's 8 plus 6. Just move over here. Let's run to the building.
Because he's got that for 2 CP, if I shoot his transports, he can hop out and shoot back.
Going to advance.
So I'm surprised he didn't park that thing right
Additional
there.
2.
But
So
maybe,
we get to move
I
up
don't
to
know.
40.
Maybe that was a better play what he did. I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah. Here like this. These Paragon warsuits are going to advance. Additional 4, so they move up to 12.
I typically lose against sisters with blood angels. I don't think it's wise for him to be putting all of his units staged perfectly for me to jump pack charge him. But who knows how this is gonna go.
Okay. Gonna go into shooting. Okay, first things first. These warsuits are going to shoot at the gladiator. They're going to be shooting with their multi-meltas. And Morven Val is going to be shooting the missile launcher in Prioris mode. And she's also going to be shooting Fidelis.
That all sounds like it's very bad for me.
Potentially, yes. Warsuits get a plus against vehicles.
Okay. What's going to be the AP of these attacks?
Well, multi-meltas are AP4.
And not in multi-melter range, I don't think.
They're within
Okay.
18 inches.
But not the multi-melter, so melter
They're not
range.
within melter range. Yeah.
Yeah.
The grenade launchers have AP2.
Alright, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna spend anything. Blow it up.
Okay. I'll start with the Paragon grenade launchers. 3 shots. Hitting on 2s because +1 to hit and wound against vehicles.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend anything.
Okay, so it's 3 strength 9, so I'm going to be wounding on 4s. Twin linked. 3 AP2.
Okay.
D3 damage.
AP2, so 5s. Um, you
2.
have 2 go through.
2 damage total on that.
Okay.
Then the multi-meltus on 2s. Everything hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 3 wounding at AP4, so I think
I can't
this
save
was
that.
3, right?
Yep.
12 damage. That
I
kills it.
do not explode.
Okay, so that's one thing down.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. We have it with that. Battle Sister Squad. Oh, they have a simulacrum. Let me roll an additional dice to see if I get an additional miracle dice. Nope, I do not. Because sisters with simulacrum get whenever they're controlling an objective, they basically roll a d6 on a 4+, they gain a miracle dice with the result of it.
Gotcha.
Okay. I know they're pretty much going to die. Whenever they die, I will get another miracle dice.
There's that.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a CP to throw grenades. I think I'm not within range for grenades. So I'm gonna spend a CP to give the ones that can shoot at the combi lieutenant +1 to wound.
Okay.
Because you're within range of an objective marker.
Sorry, 12. There you go.
It's a little bit more because so if you see the circle in there's a. So it's gonna be these ones at the front. The Storm Heavy Flamer. 3 attacks, 6 strength, so I'll be wounding on 2s because +1 to wound.
It's AP1?
3 AP1 ignores cover.
Okay, Oh, you already rolled it? That's the roll? Okay. Alright, I won't.
You wanted to, did you want to pop Armor Contempt?
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but how many total shots do you have coming at me right here on the table? Alright, so
5 from
the bolt gun.
Actually, it'll be 10 from bolt gun because it's rapid fire.
It's AP0, so that's not worth it. Okay. Alright, so 3 AP1, so 3 4-ups. Yep. Alright, so 2 go through. Each. And my feel no pain, I shrug it off.
Okay, then the bolt guns, 10 shots, 3s. Then on 3s again, 4 at AP0.
Okay, 2 go through, 1 damage each.
Oh, and I have 2, yeah. So 1 damage each, yeah?
Okay, feel no pains. I feel them both.
Yep. Okay. 3 more attacks. This is going to be wounding at 2. 3 more AP0.
Ooh, okay. Come on, baby. Oh, one goes through. What's the damage?
It is 1 damage.
Feel no pain. Dang it. Okay, well that sucks.
Do I still have a bolt pistol in there? I think I do.
Were the weapons you were shooting, were they pistols?
No, I was just wondering if I had any of them there that was actually not equipped with a bolt gun. But no, they were all bolt guns there. Okay. I believe that is going to be it for my shooting. I'm going to be declaring a charge. These sisters against the lieutenant.
Ooh, okay. I
They
hope you make
need,
it.
They need 9 inches.
I hope he makes that charge.
Nope, 7.
I was gonna heroic so quick it was gonna make his head spin.
Okay, so that's going to be that. Let's see. I have presence in 2 quarters. That's going to be 1 victory point. And I didn't do any recover assets, and I'm going to discard it for an additional CP. Pass you the turn.
All right. Why did I not get rid of that? Let me pull my secondaries, no prisoners, and defend. For primary, if I want to score it, I'll need to auto pass this lieutenant. So I'll spend that CP to auto pass him. So I get 13 primary.
Yes, 13.
Okay. Okay, so it's no priz. All right. And let me see what all these guys, what flavors they have. Okay, so got 2d6. Who's got the flamer?
For the sisters.
Those two? Okay, alright.
One has a heavy flamer and then one has a normal hand flamer.
Okay. Alright, so let me save these guys' positions. Okay. And these guys over here have meltas, not flamers. These guys have flamers. And then these guys have
meltas.
Meltas, okay. Alright, so before I move anything, so no one has any, the only reactives you have is transports. If they get shot, they can hop out and shoot. That's the only reactives you have, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. This guy's right in my way.
That is in fact the idea.
Could come here. Okay. Do that, or I could do that, or let me see how far up they could go. Nope, they can't go up. Alright, so I'll probably do that, and then, well, I might as well come this way and get some shots in right there. Like that. Okay. That's stickied. Put this guy on this objective.
I will do Overwatch.
Okay.
Against the Vanguard vets.
Go for it.
With the Battle Sisters.
AP0. Minuspound flamer. 20 AP. 3, AP0. And then a piece, so then I have that. Epic flamer. I'm just gonna see either way we make the parts for that flamer.
Okay.
It's 3 to wound. Actually, let me do dice for this battle.
Okay. All right.
Not quite.
It's not. That. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to move these guys first. Not move these. Yeah, I could advance with them, but I gotta make room because I got a spaghetti screen across here. So. On right there for now. You know what? No, I won't do it that way. Guys, I'll just move them over here. Like that. Clear to this guy. And I don't remember where I was, so I'm just gonna roll in advance. Sorry. That should do it. I think they were like huddled in right here.
Yeah.
So I'll
For sure they were like here just behind the...
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so that should allow them to get like that. Mephiston will stay there. These guys will be there. I'll stay where he's at. Save their position. And let's see how far you guys could go. Can you make it across that wall? No. Furthest you can make it is literally up against the wall, which would be an 8-inch charge. We're not in the business of gambling on... Oh, I totally forgot about my oath. I guess it'll be on this unit over here.
Okay.
Alright. So, yeah. You don't have fallback and shoot, fallback and charge, anything like that, do you?
No.
Okay. Let me move this guy back. I'm going to roll in advance with Dante's unit.
Okay.
A 6, so that's a 7,
That's
so he
18.
moves 19.
Oh, 7. See, he gets
Plus,
+1 to the advance and roll charge.
yeah, and hit, which only time the hit comes into play is if you give me minus to hit, because these
Mm-hmm.
guys are already hitting on 2s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8, 19. Okay. And I will give them, these guys are toughness 7. I've got 1 CP. I think I will need, but they're on a 4-up invuln, so I don't want to be on 5s than on 4s. I'd rather be on 4s than down to 3s. I'm going to spend a CP and let them advance and charge.
Okay.
These guys are going to save. He's going to come there. He's going to go there. There. These guys are going to come up here. Like that. Save the predator. What would I need? Let me see. 12-inch bubble. I wouldn't be able to make that. Wouldn't be able to make it, unfortunately, but I would be able to see him with that. What about if I come? I could just get right on the objective like that. Alright, I'm going to advance with the Predator. I will re-roll that. A 3, so 15. Oh, you know what? I'm a dummy. If I advance, I can't charge with him. Derp. Okay, well, if that's the case, might as well come this way since I totally screwed that up. Alright, so he'll go there. Let me remove bubbles. Then the matter at hand is right here. Where do I go? Still got 2 transports ready to hop out. So I'll come up here. Nowhere to charge. All the targets are being charged. Go there. All right. That's the end of my movement. If you need to do anything, I'm going to go ahead and go to shooting.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So this guy advanced, so the only thing he can shoot is the two flamers, only one of which is in range, so he's going to shoot the big flamer at that oath unit there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So d6 plus 3. Oh, I rolled a 1, so I'm guessing they're toughness 3. So on 2s. All right, so 4 AP2 ignore cover.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They have 5 plus influence, so it goes into the M1 basically. Saves 1, 3 die.
Okay. All right. And these JPIs will shoot at them. Nothing is going to supercharge. Heavy bolt pistols on 3s, re-rolling. And then on 3s, 1 AP1.
4 saves.
Okay, on 3s, and then on 2s, I rolled a double 1. Nice, excellent, excellent. All right. These two... I crack myself up sometimes, I'm sorry. These two Death Company Marines will shoot into these guys. The other 4 out here that can't see them will shoot into these. Unless this is the Melta. No, it's the Plasma. Okay, alright, yep. So that plan. I'll go into the Oath unit first. Heavy bolt pistol on 3s, hit, and then 3s, 1 AP1.
1 AP1.
Mm-hmm.
4
Alright.
saves.
Plasma, 1 more AP2.
5. 1 more dice.
Alright. And then these guys into the sisters there. And I don't think anyone's wounded. So I'll do the Melta shot first.
Into the Paragon Warsuits?
Yeah, sorry. The Paragon Warsuits. 3s, miss. Heavy bolters, 3s, hit. And then 5s, 2 AP1.
3s, save both.
Okay, that's it for them. These guys can't shoot because I didn't... Yeah, I didn't pay for it, so... This Combi Lieutenant will shoot into those sisters there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's within 12 because he
2
got
shots,
shot.
yeah.
Yeah. On 3s, hit, and then on 3s, 1 dev wound.
Okay.
Okay, and then this Intercessor will also shoot. Alright, so on 3s, and then 3s, 2 AP1s from the Intercessor.
Okay, so it's going to be on 4-ups.
Right.
1 more dice.
Okay. Now these Death Company are going to shoot into them. Heavy bolters on 3s, and then 3s. You're not on that objective, are you? No. 1 AP1.
1 AP1.
Mm-hmm.
Saves.
Alright, Inferno Pistol hit, 1 AP, 1 on your inbone.
Is it AP2?
It's AP4.
Oh yeah, because it's on Alta, yes. On my 6. Nope, kills 1.
Alright, and then the Plasma, non-supercharged, missed. Alright, these 2 Vanguard vets are going to shoot into the sisters. These 2 are going to shoot into the Castigator.
Okay.
Okay, so into the sisters first. On 3s, hit. 2s, 2 AP4.
So on my invuln. Saves 1, fail 1.
Alright, 1 damage. Well, one sister dies. Into the vehicle on 3s, and then 5s, missed. Alright, that is all of my shooting. I'll go to, well, let me see this guy. He's within 18 inches. I'll shoot Mephiston into him.
Okay.
Not
You're
gonna
gonna be
see.
hazard?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
no,
gonna hazard?
no, I'm not going to. Uh, so
Yours
on twos, and then five,
sixes.
sixes. It's T10, yes,
It is
sixes.
strength 4.
All right, one AP 1. Well, you get
Okay.
cover, so one normal save.
Nope. How much damage?
It's D3. 1.
Okay.
All right, I'll do my charges now.
Mhm.
So these Death Company are going to charge this unit here.
Mm-hmm.
7. Okay. Like that. These guys are going to charge the Castigator.
Mm-hmm.
4. Can I?
You're double charging?
Huh?
Are you double
Oh,
charging?
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I couldn't fit up in there anyway, so thanks. All right, so like that. All right, so this is what matters right here. So this Death Company here is going to multi-charge both these units here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, or actually, all 3. Charge all
All
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, because I won't be able to base on this side without getting within engagement of that one.
Okay.
And if I don't charge this unit, then they'll heroic and come around the corner and I'll fail
I
my
mean,
charge.
no, you can base without charging the other one. It's gonna be 1 here.
I won't be able to get everyone. Uh, yeah, I have to do it that way.
Oh, okay. So
All
you
right.
want to put more people on this side? Okay.
Yes, yes. I want to put, if I can, most of these attacks into these guys, and if I don't declare a multi, I won't be able to do that. All right, so they get to reroll charges.
I mean, in that case, couldn't you just like put 2 here next to these guys and then basically just get more people like?
I can't do that because I have to. If I can't base these guys, that means the rest of the guys have to base these guys over here, and I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
then I won't be able to put attacks into them.
Well, no, because only one guy has to base here now. Oh no, they do have to move base to base if they can,
Right,
right?
right.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Mhm.
all right. So I get 1 free
Mhm.
charge reroll if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly
You
I
do
need it.
it. Yeah.
A 3.
Uh,
Okay, I make
makes
it.
it just barely.
Jeez, what the heck, dude? Okay, all right. So
So one of them has to.
I got it. I got it.
Mhm.
All right. So obviously, I'm going to need. Oh, you know what? For save. Okay. All right. So get in as many as I can here, like that, like that, like that. Okay, now I've totally based everything that I could there. So let me see where. Okay, so I could block that guy. Okay, so this guy is going to have to go. I could go. If I do that, do I block that from being able to base? I
I mean,
do,
he
so then
can't be base to base, anyways. Yeah.
yeah, so he'll go here.
Wouldn't he have to go over here so we can keep coherency? Because you
Oh
do
yeah,
need to
yeah,
keep
yeah, you're right,
coherency.
you're right. So I'll be in engagement range there, he'll
Mhm.
go there. And then this guy,
Base is over here. Yeah.
yep, I can technically base. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I'll have to go there like that.
Mhm.
Okay. So now no one can heroic, so I'll charge Dante's unit here.
Mhm.
8. Okay, so let's go that, like that, and like that. Okay, and then the JPIs will just charge this unit right here.
Mhm.
8. Yeah, I couldn't because I had to move this guy here to maintain coherency. This guy had the base over here. Okay. Uh, 2.3, 2 point. Okay, cool. All right, so what did I roll again? An 8. Okay. Oh, I don't know that I even need to go. Well, hold on. I have to.
Gotta be
So,
too close to
all
this
right.
guy.
So this guy will go there. Let's bring the guys up from the back first.
Mhm.
And the last guy,
I don't think he can go there.
you can go right there, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Oh, you know what? I'm sitting up here doing all this dramatic stuff on heroic, and I just now look over it and you've got 0 CP.
Yeah.
I could have saved myself a headache and just, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
All right.
that's why I was like. That's why I was like.
I didn't know you were out of
You could
CP.
just.
All right,
Mhm.
so I'll just start. Well, I guess this matters. So I will battle shock Dante's unit. I'm going to spend a CP. And I'll give him +1 to attack and +1 to AP, which the AP doesn't matter because you're already going to be on your invuln, but I need it so my lance actually does something.
Okay.
Start with Dante. I guess not that it matters, but yeah, everyone within 6 of Dante has to take a battle shock, but I don't think that matters. You don't have any way to use a free CP or anything, do you?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Well, it's not going to matter then, because you clear battle shocks in your command phase anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with the attacks. 12 plus 6. All right. All right, so on 2s, okay, and then on strength 7,
Oh,
so
7.
4s down to 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay. So 11 AP 3. So 11, I guess, invulns. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think the 3 suits die,
Yeah.
but more of them all lives.
All right. Then Dante swinging his axe on 2s. It's 2 lethals. And then strength 9. So 3s down to 2s, re-rolling 1s. All right. So 10 AP. Yeah, 10 invulns.
How much damage each?
2.
So lives at 2.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I guess they will stay right there. Because if I don't pile into her, she can't swing back. But I would like to finish her off with maybe this guy. But then she'll get to swing back if I don't kill her. Can this guy take... Dante only took 6 wounds, so I doubt this guy can take 2. You get the miracle die as soon as those units die or after the
As soon as
phase?
they die. As soon as they die.
Okay. So you got 2 miracle die?
I get 1.
No, I mean total.
I have 2 total right now.
Okay, so you
I could
can
have
spend one at a. You can only spend. How are you able
one
to?
per 1 per unit per phase, basically.
Okay, all right. So if I attacked her, you would need to
I mean,
fail 2.
you wouldn't be able to attack her with the Death Company anymore. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I could if I wanted to. I could. Um,
Don't think so because you would have to. Because I don't know if you will be able to pile in and stay in coherency. That's the thing.
all right. So you would have to fail 2. I only get 4
Yeah, but like I
dice.
don't think he can pile in and stay in coherency. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure I could, but I'm just trying to do math right now instead of I'm not that even at that point of the equation yet. I'm trying to figure out if I could realistically kill her. Um, so he gets 4 attacks. You would
And
have
I
to
do have a
fail
miracle
2.
dice that I got for at 6, so I could replace a save for a 6.
That's what I'm saying. I would have to get 2 through. You would basically have to fail 2 and then use one of your miracle die and then the other one would kill it is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Um and it is strength 7, so that would be on no, it would be on 4s down to 3s. Or I just don't pile in and well, I don't even know if I can because I got to go to the nearest
And you
unit.
can just
2.1,
yeah.
2.3.
So
I
it'd
would
be
have
this
to
guy.
go I would have to move closer to the closest unit. So, let me save their
Mhm.
position.
It would just basically let you get this Death Company Marine into the other suits.
So, I save their position. If I go there, would I be closer to that unit? No, I don't. I'd be the same. So I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can because that's moving and I didn't technically move closer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hold on, this will help. Let me get the 1 inch. Let me change that. Okay. So if I were to go there, engagement. Oh, that would work. Okay, so I technically moved closer and I got engaged with her. And then this guy would have to move up here for coherency. Alright, it's worth it. I'll risk it. I mean,
Okay.
they're all gonna get. Look, here's the predicament. Either they're gonna get flamed and charged by everything up, or flamed and shot by everything in those full transports, or she's going to charge. She's gonna swing them and kill them right now. So what's the difference? So, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fight them yet. But now that I know that they can move that, when I activate them, that's gonna be their move. So let me do these guys as mortals on charge, which I forgot to do. So 5. Take 4 mortals.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll activate this unit here. Do their attacks. Alright, so is that right? 16 plus 4 on 3s re-rolling. And then on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Alright, so 13 AP1.
I'm gonna put them into the Gemini first. Okay. One goes through. Save. Goes through. Goes through. Save. Save. Goes through. Save. 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 Goes through. Save. And then 2 goes through, so Saint Celestine would take 1, but she does have a Feel No Pain. Saves and Feel No Pain. And another dice because another unit just died. And these 2 are dead for now.
Alright. Then the Power Fist on 3s, re-rolling. And then on... What was the toughness on 2s, re-rolling 1s? Alright, so 3 AP 2s.
3 on 4. Save all.
Alright, that's it for that unit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will activate here. So obviously I'm gonna swing all of these guys into these suits.
Mm-hmm.
That Eviscerator is going into Morrivan, and then this Marine is going into the Saint over here. So I'll do the one going into the Saint first.
Okay.
Before I do anything, I have to do the Chaplain's attempt at Mortals. He makes it, and that unit here takes 3 Mortals. Alright, so the one Chainsword on
I'm
3s.
pretty sure like 80% of my army is going to be gone in 1 turn.
Then she gets toughness 3, so on 3s down to 2s. Alright, so 4 AP 1s into that Saint. And they're 1 damage. Now these 4 guys. Alright. So there's a guy down to 1, so I'll do the Chainsword. +1. On 3s, hit, and then 5s down to 4s, re-rolling 1s, so 5 AP 1. They're 1 damage each. Okay. Alright, and the Power Fist on 3s, all hit, and then on 2s, re-rolling 1s, so 8 AP 2s. And they're 2 each.
Alright.
Then the Eviscerator, 4 attacks on 4s. Okay, that's sustained. And then on, it's toughness 7, so 4s down to 3s, re-rolling 1s. Oh my gosh. Alright, so 3 AP 2s.
I'm going to spend a miracle die. Actually, let me get another miracle die real quick. Of course, I get useless ones. I'm going to spend 1 to make one of those saves.
Okay. 2
And
damage.
then I die.
Alright, so they will...
God, I hate rerolls. I hate rerolls as a mechanic so much.
There. And, I will do the Death Company here.
Is it okay if we call it now? It's just... I don't have anything at this point.
Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. It's yeah, I get it.
There's one thing I do want to say is just the whole like grabbing models, moving them, pre-measuring does not feel like it fits in casual.
Everyone does it in TTS.
No, when when you were grabbing my models, moving them up and being like going like yes, so like this and like that and like this, so like I know exactly all the things. That's a competitive thing. When
I
people
had
generally play,
I had
when generally,
one. Okay, I understand your point of view. I totally hear you.
because at that point it's like you're basically just min-max optimizing the game, which that's generally a competitive thing.
Well, the from my point of view, what I was looking at is you can blow up my Lancer, and I was trying not to get it blown up on turn one. That that's it. Oh,
Yeah, but
and
like,
it did get blown up on turn one.
yeah, but
So
then where you go like, I'm gonna grab your model mid-movement, then I figure out where the line of sight is going to be, and then I see if I have enough movement to make it to where you don't have line of sight. It's just, it's like it takes all the fun away of the game.
I'm sorry, man. Sorry you definitely sorry you feel that way. I definitely wanted you to have a good time rolling dice with me, so that sucks, dude.
It's just, again, another thing I just don't like in 10th edition is the Space Marine rules. I like Space Marines, but I don't like the Space Marine rules of 10th edition. Also don't like in general 10th edition with how heavy it is into rerolls. Like I just don't like rerolls as a mechanic because it increases the lethality to a point where, because like here you just wipe the entire unit even when you had misses. So it just basically takes away any chance for me to do clapback, you know?
Yeah. I totally get it.
Because like those Paragon warsuits, you want to know how many points they are?
Probably a boatload.
210 points each, or like 210 points for the 3-man squad. They're more expensive than a castigate. Like, thing is, I also feel like sisters are incredibly poorly balanced.
This is not usually how my games go against sisters. Typically, when I play against sisters with Blood Angels, they stay just far enough back to where I can't make charges, and then they just shoot me off the board. That's uh, typically my win rate against sisters is very bad because that they stay back, minimum safe distance, and just shoot me off the board. And when I try to move up, they're making sure they're away from walls and everything. And when I try to move up, I get overwatched and flamed off the map. It's
I don't know
usually
how they
how
do
it
it
goes.
because unless I stayed on like this corner of the map, I was not gonna be able to do that.
I think maybe not moving that that unit there. I think maybe just having one cheap unit on the objective here, and then maybe some others sitting back, ensuring that I can't get a charge in was probably a better play. And then
The thing is, I don't have many units.
that's not my fault.
Like basically, all
That's your
the
list's
infantry I
fault.
have is those battle sisters, these two squads that were in the transports, the unit attached to Celestine, and the suits.
I was surprised you didn't move your Rhino up to get on an objective. I was very surprised that you went backwards with it. That I probably would have moved it onto a point and dared me to
The
shoot at it
problem
with.
is that the
Bec-
problem for me there is that I didn't know if you were going to kill that gladiator, and if I didn't kill it, it was just going to die, and then you were just going to charge whatever was inside. You know,
Yeah, I get it.
I
You
don't
have
get how they want to balance sisters.
Yeah, like I said, I've played against sisters with my melee heavy army with Blood Angels, I get just burned. I get singed off the map. And then when I try to come with like a shooty tank heavy list, I get outshot. Because like what you
I don't
have
get
all the
if they want you. I don't get if they want you to spam retributors with flamers, and then just put them all in emulators, so that you have like a sick amount of flamers on the front. And it's like, I don't get this army.
these castigators you can kit them out with like an anti-tank weapon, right? Or is this the standard? You can't take anything else. I'm not too familiar with.
It's either autocannons, which is just 4 shots, 9 strength, AP 1, damage 3, with rapid fire, or this that has D6 plus 3 shots. And basically the range is the same anyways. Same damage, same AP. These actually have more strength.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I can't even remember the last time I won a game against Sisters. When I asked who you were playing and you said Sisters, I was like, well, time for me to get some more practice in with this list because I ain't winning this game. That's how long it's been since I've won against Sisters. I just Yeah, it was just I think you did make a couple mistakes, and that was moving to several units up to where I could just charge you all in one turn like that. I basically got to charge every unit you had.
Because you
And
also have so many small squads that it's just like they can be pretty much the entire map. Because you have 2 units here, then you could have had units go this way. You could have units going this way. You have units moving this way across the map.
I think the better play, park this guy probably over here somewhere. Um, I don't know, may, maybe even right here. Um, is probably what I would have done. And then I can't charge. Well, I can, but an inch off the wall. Uh, the only real chance I have at cracking that open is with these Vanguard vets, but I would have to move them in such a way that I don't get to shoot their meltas, and without shooting their meltas, they're probably not blowing up a rhino. With AP1, you could armor a contempt that. Um, And then if I were emboldened to try to get in range to shoot their meltas to try to crack it open, well then that's what you got flamers wherever they were. That's what you got flamers for. So that's probably what I would have done. I would have done that differently. And then on my go turn, I definitely wouldn't have put these guys in the middle for me to just get a free charge. Those guys probably would have been back here. I would have played heavily on this side of the map since you had tons of Overwatch. Probably would have play back here. That would have at least forced me to not have go turn on turn 2. I would have had to prevent Overwatch and move up, like stage up behind these walls, and then that's exactly what you want. And then that's when you make your go move, swing around the corner, swing over this little feature right here, and then just blast me off the map. So, and I know that, so I probably wouldn't even stage right here. I probably would have just stayed here if you would have played further back. I would have stayed here and then just tried to out CPU and then seen if I could have waited for a weak spot on my rapid ingress to come in and get a charge somewhere. It would have been difficult, but
The big thing is I don't really get how the Sisters want to be played. Because like I feel like maybe the thing that would have worked is like instead of grabbing retributors
exactly,
with the
JM.
meltas,
He
grabbing them
needs
with the heavy flamers and then just
scoring
stick
units.
them like 3 squads inside of emulators.
It's not my fault he put a 300-point unit on
Because the
an
emulators have their
objective
own flamers, so
and then
if you
got
try to charge
charged.
them, they can just use their flamers. Because the emulator flamers do 2d6 attacks with 1 AP.
Yeah. I would have yeah, this tank had no business being back there. He should have been down here. I can't do anything with that. And then this one should have been here. And then your big expensive brick units should have been sitting back here waiting for me to even think about charging this cheap stuff. I only had one thing that could really threaten you, and that's the Lancer. But I mean, the only reason this Lancer is in the list is to try to blow up a transport and to dissuade you from just moving castigators onto objectives. That's the only reason even have one Lancer.
Yeah.
I don't want your because typically people bring, 2 to 4 anti-vehicle tanks or some sort of anti-vehicle unit, and if I don't have at least one Lancer on my list, then turn one they're just moving all the okay, there's no tanks to shoot, so I'll just sit 5 OC on an objective, and that
Mhm.
sucks. So that's the only reason I have a Lancer.
Mhm. It's
But yeah, if those guys would have been there, or maybe even a little further back. I don't know what kind of scoring units you had. You probably need one or two. You need something that's cheap and throwaway that you can put on 2 objectives turn one, and then entice me to come take it from you.
The problem is that sisters don't really have anything that's really, really cheap. Like the Battle Sister squad, which is the battle line, they're 105 points.
Well, my JPIs are 90 and my Vanguard vets are 100, and that's what I'm using them for. They score. But I also have a 70-point lone op lieutenant that helps me score too, and then my 120-point Mephiston that helps me score. So I've got 4 scoring units: 90, 100, 120, and 70. 4 committed to just scoring.
Mm. See, I can get 2 squads of Seraphim, have 3 squads of Retributors. I don't know if I want 3 squads of Retributors. I could just do with 2 instead.
Blame me for
2
what,
with
dude? What did I do?
Emulators, and they're basically them inside of the Emulators and shit like that. Palatine for one of them with the deaf ones. Pretty sure she does. No, she does lethal. The character for the deaf ones was Astrid. Just that. I can get 3 squads of Battle Sisters, Astrid, Morvan Val, a Dialogus, so that I can basically keep my backline safe from rapid ingress with a 12-inch denial bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cut another Seraphim one. I can get a second. For sure, I think I can get 2. Yeah, I can get 3 Dialogus, so that all the sister squads have a 12-inch denial bubble.
That would have hurt. What? How much does that unit cost?
The Dialogus costs 40 points, and it can attach the Battle Sisters that are 105.
145 total then.
And they'd be pretty big nuisances to get rid of.
Your emulators. I'm trying to remember games that I've played. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull up a game where the last time I played Sisters. Like I said, it never goes well for me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'm just gonna pull one
Round.
up
No, I
quick. Let me see. Let me look at this guy's list that totally just spoon-fed me my own crap. Yeah, I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm looking at this game here. I was playing Chaos Space Marines. a shooty list. He had 2 castigators, a rhino, looks like an immolator, 1 unit of sisters. What were his scoring units? Uh, yeah, 2 castigators, immolator, the rhino. He's got, yeah, it was just 1 unit of sisters. I don't know what these other things are. Similar vehicle setup as you, just different units, different, I guess, foot units and chaff units.
Mhm.
Um,
I could grab 3 units of repention, which are just like good melee units with like that are basically cheap as hell.
Here's another one that I'm pulling up. Um, Two emulators, Cascadator. No, not that one. That that guy. Wasn't that? Was it this one? Oh, oh my gosh, yes. I just pulled up the game. Oh, what was the end score? I got totally destroyed on this one. Let me see if I can pull up his list. Yeah, let me see. What was the score? It was horrid.
Because right now I'm switching around this army. And I'm thinking something like this.
Okay, so I'm looking at his army. He's got 2 castigators. Okay, so this guy took 2 castigators, 2 flamers, 1 brick of the, oh, I don't know, the Paragon war suits, led by the your epic character. I forget her name, Morven
Morven.
Ball. Uh, but then so many other, like I'm looking at one, two, definitely a whole lot more smaller units. Like I can't, because I recorded that game and
Looking at this is an 80.
I can't tell what those units are, unfortunately. I don't know sisters that well.
This is what I'm looking at rough.
So Seraphim. Let me see. This game here. I can't tell what those are. I can, you know what? You know what I can do? I can send you a screenshot of what this guy had, and I bet you could look at it and tell and immediately know what those units are, where I can't tell because I don't play sisters.
And I also don't play sisters really. Well, I think I did so dog-eyed.
Going to save. I'll just save it on my desktop, and I'll share it with you in the game chat here. Where's our room? We must have got pushed way down. Yeah, we did.
No, we got pushed up.
Or up, that's what I meant. Okay, so yeah, let me Upload a file. Okay, desktop. Okay, I just sent you a screenshot. That army right there, I was playing, I think I was playing Liberator Assault Group. Pretty close to what I played today. And that army just freaking, it was embarrassing how bad I got stomped in that game. But yeah, anyway, I know different people have different play styles and everything, and I'm definitely not trying to be condescending to you or anything like that.
I know. It's just, you know, partially the gripes I have with 10th edition.
What edition did you start playing?
Like 8th edition.
Ah, completely different game than what I know.
Mm-hmm. And I'm more so, I like playing Horus Heresy a lot more than I like playing 40k. And that is basically just like a modified version of 7th edition. A very different game.
All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm sorry we didn't have a better game, but I hope to run into you again at some point, brother. You have a good night,
That's
okay?
fine. Part of it is just I don't know this army.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a good night, okay?
You too, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so the game that I was talking about versus Sisters, it was one of the worst defeats I've ever had. Let me show you. Let me pull it up here. I think I've got it pulled up. Yeah, let me. You know those sick, nasty defeats are what stick with you. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, I could look, and it was on the worst terrain too. Look at this. So I couldn't stage, right? I couldn't stage. So look at this. Look at this gap. Look what I had to try to overcome. And then look at his screen there. He just sat back. I don't have any shooting really. Blood Angels, right? I couldn't make any charges. I mean, look at this. So he just got to sit back, shoot, and then he just screened my charges, and it was horrible, bro. I couldn't make it in. That's too much of a gulf to try to overcome. Oh, and it was on hidden supplies too. Even worse. So he's got these flamer units sitting back there and over here saying, yeah, okay, yeah, I hope you do try to charge. And then he was overwatching. And it was just horrible. I hated this game. Absolutely hated it. This is layout 6. I'll never forget. This game right here taught me that this was layout 6. And whenever I draw layout 6, if I'm playing Blood Angels, I should probably just ask my opponent if I can roll a different map. And if he says no, then I should probably just say, hey, let's go find different opponents. Because look at this. Like, could you imagine if I had drawn this map against this guy today? Look at this. What do you do? And it was, what, Crucible? So it was like from this corner up to here. So it was horrible, bro. Yeah, it's no problem if both of us are playing melee armies, then you have the same problem I do. Trying to jump across the void, and you know, it's different if you were on this map and you were playing Custodes, and I was playing my Pack-Bound Zealots with all shooting, that's different. You can't win that game against me. And then I'm like, yeah, come. Well, you advance and charge. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, but I'm not a shooting army. That's what I'm saying. He was playing a shooting list, an all flamers list, and I've got to even attempt to charge. I got to eat overwatches against flamers. Who wants to do that? Well, if you don't think you can out mobile me, you probably should stage behind walls. Get yourself some cheap units and score. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any sympathy melee versus melee. I don't know what to tell you. Just like you don't have any sympathy for me when I'm rolling 3 units into a Deathwing and making you pick up 2 models. You just deal with it. Yeah, this open layout, bro. It could, yeah. Could you imagine if you played on this map with Custodes versus Tau? Like I would just say GG. Look at this. And then, yeah, it doesn't matter what deployment you get. It literally doesn't matter what deployment you get. You're getting no cover sitting behind here because they're going to be able to draw a shooting angle right here. You can't stage behind this wall because then they park a vehicle right here and shoot you just around that bend right there. You park units on that objective over here in that corner, and they just park a unit over there and shoot down that corridor. And you're not always going to get hidden supplies, but you know what I'm saying. If it's that objective here and that one's sitting there and the one in the center and then the one in your deployment zone, just the standard objectives, you can't do anything. Shooting army is gonna If the shooting army doesn't win on this deployment versus melee, something's wrong. Yeah, that sucks. It was this one right here because I know there's different variations of this one. There's different variations where you got these little square, I don't know what the size is, but you got those little squares like one's like over here and one's over here. That blocks it a little bit, but this wide open one right here, they need to just delete that. Just delete it. Delete this map. Delete that. Delete layout 6. This needs to go. Yeah, you're not going to win. Even if he's playing a mixed army, just a couple of decent, 2 or 3 decent anti-tank or, shooting units, that you're still at a huge disadvantage. Well, I'm saying that from my point of view because I'm melee heavy and I've got the token lancer. Anyway, yeah, enough crying about that game. Enough crying about that game. But yeah, in case you guys didn't see the video I posted today, I finally made partner early this morning after several months. It took about 5 months of daily streaming. For the most part, it was daily streaming. Like I just got an email this morning that I had uploaded 400 and my 405th video. Um, so that's like 80 a month I was uploading. I've been streaming for about 5 months. But yeah, so now I've got some options available to you folks. Obviously, I would love it if you became a member. That would be freaking sweet. I've got custom emotes in there that I can't wait to see in the chat. I don't even know how to use them. How do you use emotes? Let me go to YouTube chat. See if I can try one. Okay. let's go to where's my YouTube? Oh, there it is. Okay, the YouTube chat. Let me hop in there. And okay, so what are the emotes? How did you do that? Oh, is it add emotes? Oh, there they are. Oh, sweet. Hey. I made these this morning. Didn't know what I was doing, but you know, you gotta start somewhere. I need to figure out how to. You see how I have like there's just the background. I wish it was just. I need to figure out how to make these emotes just without the backgrounds, and then like I can only make 4 right now. When I get 2 members, then I'll be able to add more. So I plan on making a 1 die. Oh, and then Kit, you can have animated GIFs too. So I'm probably gonna take these same ones and then animate them. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. So I'll make a one side a 1 die. So when I'm rolling sucky, people could just spam spam ones in the chat. What's the emote command? I think I did. Oh, what's the command to bring up emotes? Is it? No. Uh, what is the? It's my freaking channel, and I don't know how to bring up emote commands. Noob here. How do you do that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess you could just see them, and when you click on emotes, you don't have to do a command for them. Did I put all of them in there? Yeah. So that's another thing I want to do is I want to animate them, make the little Blood Angel's blood drop, maybe splat on the ground, make the Blood Angel's helmet there, maybe make the eyes glow like green or something like that. Obviously make the bolter shoot rounds, and then I don't know with the dice. I don't know what I'll do with that. Maybe make them animate between 6s and 1s. It's probably what I'll do. But I don't know how many total I will get. Just so you can buy them. Probably some good Warhammer 40k ones out there, huh? Yeah, you're right. I bet there's emote packs out there, yeah, emoji packs that you can buy for Warhammer. I'm not gonna lie, I did have fun making these. It was a whole new excitement that it brought me being able to make a few emojis, and I had never done that before. Custom, okay. None of these are oh, I guess you can buy animated ones, huh? Because what YouTube gives you is just the standard. You can buy animated, yeah. Because I remember watching, yeah, I watch other people's streams and they have all kinds of animated ones. So I'll probably figure out how to animate those. Yeah, I need to figure that out how to remove the white backgrounds. Yeah, I'm looking at these YouTube emotes. They have it figured out, so I need to figure it out. A simple Google search. I should have just done a Google search. Hopefully, I don't have to download some expensive, art program or something. Because the only thing I'm using right now is like uh, CapCut and just MS MS Paint. That's it. Might be some free online stuff for Photoshop. Yeah, I always try to avoid Photoshop because you can't get it free. Yeah. Like everything I've done with like my channel intro and like everything has just been through MS Paint and CapCut and with like Gemini AI. Um, because it's all free. Um, like this animation right here. That's the other thing. Yeah, I did this with Gemini and CapCut. Um, that's another thing that I'm annoyed by. I replaced my headset today, and now I can't get my cutscenes to play audio. So I know I'm doing something wrong. So I submitted a Streamlabs ticket. Streamlabs has been really good in the past in their timeliness to answer tickets. So I'm hopeful it's just some setting that I'm overlooking. And I just realized the audio hasn't gone out, so I think I fixed it. I think it was this dongle right here, my old headset. I hate it because these things were so freaking good. The HyperX Cloud Atlas, 300 hours. One charge would go 300 hours, and it was legit. I only had to charge the. You see, I stream daily, sometimes twice a day, for anywhere from 2.5 to 5 hours. And I only had to charge these like once a month. It was these things are so awesome. I hated getting rid of it, and now these right here, just and I googled it. Is the early revision of these had this problem, and I was scared to order another set because I was scared that I would get the older Rev and I would have the same problem a couple months down the road. So I got a pair that don't have anywhere near a 300 hour lifetime charged or lifespan, and these only have like 14 hours. So I'm back to charging my headset every other night until I get tired of this, and then I just bite the bullet and buy these again. These are the best. These are the best heads. This is the best headset I've ever owned. 300 hours, and it's not fake. It is legit. Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, let me turn the testing. Is that a little better? Was it? Did I have my volume too loud? Is that better? Yeah, I do plan on. Let me see. Can I lower that even more? Can you guys hear me? You're not loud? Okay. All right, cool. All right, I'll turn it back up. I need to get I do need to get a streaming microphone. Oh, that cutscene that I played was super loud, so you don't want the volume to be back. If I get it fixed, then I'll reduce the volume. I didn't realize it was too loud. Okay. Did you hear it when I played it just a second ago? Can you hear this, JM? Can you hear that intro? Oh, you heard that? I wonder why I don't hear it when I play back the video. And it was too loud, you said? Weird. When I watch the video back, the sound doesn't come through. I don't hear it. But if you're saying it's there, I'll believe you. I'll just leave it alone then. Or, all right. So I'll work on that. Now that I know it's working, because it's not coming through my headset, I don't hear it. So I was thinking it wasn't working. Um, I could change that file in CapCut and no, I'm not. Just the headset and Streamlabs. Oh, the mixer in Streamlabs? Maybe event list, chat box, webcam, alert box, subscription. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not coming through. Um, I think I got voice meter potato and the A to D channels. Okay, well anyway. So I could control all the sound. I need to get a streaming mic. Once I start live streaming my actual in real life games, I think look, I'll be honest. Kind of scared to get a streaming mic because I don't know. I feel like people would be like, "Oh my gosh, he's taking himself too seriously now. He got a mic." I'm scared of people thinking that. I don't know. I know that's silly. I know that's silly, but if it's gonna improve the stream, I need to get over it, and it probably will improve the stream if I just get a microphone. So, when's your next game, JM? The mic you have is nice. All right, cool, excellent. Oh man, that's sucky to hear because this headset is twice as expensive as this one, but the microphone obviously isn't as good from based on what you're saying. And then the other thing is I was having mic issues because it was every stream it got to the point where every stream at some point during the stream I would be muted for 5 to 10 minutes. That was about to drive me crazy. Friday? Yeah, I want to watch that game if you're cool with it. Um its only issue was it cut out. Yeah. That was so annoying, and I know why. It's because the early revisions of that headset. If something happens with this headset over the next year or so, I'm gonna get the newer revision of this one. I'm gonna go back to the 300 hour. But by then, I won't need the mic. I'll be using an actual streaming microphone. I know. I would get so well. Then I couldn't fix it until I figured out it was the dongle, and then I could fix it because when you would let me know, I would just reconnect the dongle, and then the sound would immediately pop back in. Dude, there were a couple times, man. There were a few times I wanted to crash that headset. Like I'm gonna leave it here on my desk for a few days. It made me so mad. I want to leave it here and just stare at its corpse for a few days before I finally get rid of it. Oh my gosh, and it happens sometimes at the worst times. Like that guy that quit on me the other day on turn one, and I won't say that we had an argument per se. We definitely had a difference of opinion, and it was a matter of perspective. But regardless, I was pissed. And then right when I'm fuming and venting and seething at post stream, the microphone cut out. And I'm sitting up there going off and I'm muted and I'm like, I almost slammed it then. Did you look to see if you have sleep on for USB? Yeah, I disabled power management on the USB controller and the headset. Everywhere I could, I disabled power management. That's what I thought it was at first too. I thought it was going to sleep. That might be it. Well, no, because it will still work in Discord, right? Yeah, that's the thing. It was working in Discord. My opponent could hear me. It's just Streamlabs couldn't hear me, which is weird. and I even had feedback turned on, so I could hear myself through my speakers. I could even hear myself through my headphones. And then it was weird things were happening, like when I played back both streams that went to Twitch and YouTube. Like sometimes the YouTube stream would be muted, but Twitch you could hear it. It was just it was I'm like whatever. I'm just tired of dealing with it. Yeah, well, if it doesn't happen anymore over the next few days, then it was what Google said it was. It was just this revision of headset because I just couldn't figure it out. That's why I got voice meter. Yeah. Maybe I need to I don't know what that is. What is voice meter? Is that an app? Let me Google that. Voice meter, VB audio voice meter. Application endowed with virtual audio input output and can be used as main audio device for your system. Like it was hardware mixing console. It's a mixing board, digital mixing board. I'll probably need to look into that. If I have problems with this, I'll be at my I will officially be at my wit's end. At one point I was so fed up with it, I almost just bought a new PC, and I know that's so customer of me. I work for an IT company, and that's something a typical customer with zero patience would do, right? Instead of trying to solve your tech issue, you just buy a new PC. Just throw your hands up in there and buy a new PC. I was almost at that point. So like I can have certain inputs to go to certain outputs. Okay. Yeah, your streaming setup sounds like it's a lot more technical and better than mine, that's for sure. I'm still figuring this stuff out. Like when I would have music, but it was free crap. Oh, yeah, hey, that's what I do. Right now I'm on like check this out. I'll show it to you. Let me make sure I'm not going to show any personal info on here. I don't think so. But yeah, check this out. So this is just on Spotify. It's just a free Warhammer 40k music playlist. It's a public playlist. It's got I, today is the first time I'm using it, and the only reason I started using it is because it's got this Children of the Omnissiah right here, and I freaking love this. That's the same music as my desktop background. I love it. I listened to this I listened to this soundtrack like for hours last year when I first got into Warhammer. And let me turn the volume up a little bit. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. Yeah, I hear this when I'm playing my games. Yeah, while I stream, yeah. I like listening to it. Like you have no idea how many hours I listened to just this one soundtrack last year when I first got into Warhammer and I was painting. If I weren't listening to like War Games Live or Play on Tabletop or one of the the Horus Heresy audiobooks, I would just put this on repeat for hours, like hours. I'm talking like 4 hours straight, 4 or 5 hours straight while I'm sitting at that hobby desk just painting. Just this one soundtrack. I just think it's so dope. Okay, yeah, so I didn't want to hear it, LOL, the game sound, so I would port it to the stream, but I couldn't hear it. See, I don't like playing on tabletop TTS games and then just hearing complete silence. That kind of it kind of drives me crazy. Let me turn this back down. I've gotten so used to it that like when my buddy came over yesterday, Victor, when he came over and we played our game in real life, it was just so silent in the kit because we set it up on my kitchen island. We set our battleground, our table up in there, and it was just so silent that I had to turn on the TV and there was a Warhammer tournament going. I have to have something playing or something going in the background when I play Warhammer. I've just gotten too used to it. Other stuff, yeah. He played Emperor's Children. He played Fulgrim. He had did he have one rhino or two? That's crapping me. I can't remember. I think he only had one rhino with noise marines in him. He had one demon prince, and he had a freaking totally awesome. He had a cast iron, a metal demon prince, like one of the original ones. That thing looks so freaking nasty, and he painted it really well too. He won. I think he said he won it early because he's been playing since I think he said six or. He's been playing since the '90s. Whatever edition was out then, that's how long he's been playing. That's how he got his hands on that metal demon prince with wings. It is just awesome. I'm so jealous. That thing is like it weighs like it has the weight of a brick. It is so cool. Um, yeah, it didn't go well. It didn't go well for him. He had one rhino with noise marines, demon prince with wings, Fulgrim. He had three six-man units, obviously of noise marines. He had the I think he had which units in Emperor's Children have three wounds? Is it the flawless blades? Is it flawless blades? Which ones? Which Emperor's Children have three wounds? The infantry have three wounds. Uh, I'm just trying to remember his major. I can't remember who he had leading his units. Yeah, yeah, he had some really big, super tough guy leading his flawless blades. Um, and I can't remember. It might. I can't remember his name, but I charged him. I charged that unit with my sanguinary, with the captain with the thunderhammer, and I didn't take out that unit. He still had three models left. He had the whoever the epic character was, and then two flawless blades left, and that was after battle shocking, charging and battle shocking my sanguinary unit and charging him. He still survived with that much stuff, so it was tough. But yeah, similar thing. I was being, you know, I staged up on turn one and turn two, and he came out with his noise marines. He kind of jumped out with his three units of noise marines and blew up my flamer, my ball predator. Which hey, that's cool. Um, and um, and a death company unit, and what else? Oh, my Vanguard vets. Oh, and he had a Mauler Fiend too. His Mauler Fiend was completely kitted and magnetized for everything. He could play that he trick he completely magnetized and tricked out that Mauler Fiend to where it could be a Forge Fiend or a Mauler Fiend. Um, but yeah, on my go turn, I was able to charge two Death Company into his his noise marines, and then he brought his demon prince down. I shot it. I surrounded the demon prince with my third death company, and with Vanguard vets. But then I surrounded it. But then I was like, let me get these 2 laser shots off with the Lancer, and the Lancer blew the demon prince up. So then my death company and Vanguard vets were just sitting on the objectives, holding, with empty pockets. But yeah, it was a similar game to this one, where I think he came up too close and allowed me to get all my charges off. He had plenty of CP, but the only thing that really mattered was his flawless blades unit. So I started there, and I didn't care if he interrupted with noise marines because they don't do anything in combat. And then on turn 4, he that's another thing. I think he waited too long to bring Fulgrim out. But I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure how you're supposed to play Fulgrim because he's not awesomely tough. Yeah, he's got he's got insane movement, but he's not too awesome in melee. Like he's got 16-inch movement. He's got advance and charge. His shooting was nothing to really write home about, but so that flawless blade unit, when I charged it with my 3-man sanguinary, he only got to fight back with 2 flawless blades. I think I survived it somehow. And then Fulgrim charged in, and Fulgrim just killed. No, the flawless blades killed 1 sanguinary guard, so I was down to 2. And then Fulgrim charged in on his clapback, and only killed 1 model of sanguinary, 1 sanguinary model. So I still had my captain and 1 sanguinary model, and I had deep struck in my 2nd sanguinary unit, so I could charge Fulgrim, and then we just called it before I even did the charge. Yeah, he's I think he looks a lot better than what he actually is on the table, even in his detachment. Yeah, he gave him fights first, but and I think he had to call that during my command phase, but it didn't matter. He charged, so choosing. I think he was afraid that he chose fights first because he was afraid that I was going to deep strike and come after him, so he gave him fights first, and I think that was kind of wasted. I don't know what else you get to give him, but the fights first wasn't the right play, I don't think, right there, because he ended up not using it, not needing it, and it didn't help him kill any sanguinary models. Yeah, he shot a Death Company unit, poisoned it, and then according to my buddy, when he shoots, he can poison a unit, or when he charges, he can choose to poison that unit. So he gets to decide at the end of, I guess, the turn. He gets to, when Fulgrim has done all of his attacks, then he gets to decide if the unit he shot is poisoned or if the unit he charged and damaged in combat is poisoned. I think that's how he explained it to me. Yeah, I'm not a fan. By the time Fulgrim did anything, it was minimal damage. I mean, he charged and picked up 1 sanguinary model. By the time he did anything, the game was pretty much over. But man, being able to move 16 inches, well, potential 22 inches on the advance and charge, 16-inch movement, and then, a possible 6 on the advance, so 22 inches right there, and then he can charge. He can haul across the battlefield. But you have to be careful with him, because obviously you want to shoot him and charge him. I think he's a 2-up, 4-up. He doesn't have a feel no pain though. I'm not sure if there's a way to give him feel no pain. I'm not familiar with the detachment, or if that's one of the, I don't know what the 2 options are that you can give him in command phase. I suppose I could stop being lazy and look and Google it real quick. What is it? Waha Warhammerpedia. What's the uh War Warhammer wiki? What's the Is it called Warhampedia? Am I tripping? Wahapedia? Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, here it is. Alright, so let me see if I can search. Where do you search on this? Okay, Fulgrim. Okay. Okay, so the poison. Yeah, let me read this. In your shooting phase and the fight phase, after this model is finished making its here, let me chill on this music. Okay. Finish making its attack. Select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks at the end of the battle. That enemy unit is put. Okay, so select one. So yeah, it is exactly like he said. At the start of each player's command phase. Oh, each player's command phase. On a 4-up, they suffer D3 mortals. So you got 2 chances per turn to do damage to that poison unit. All right, what else can he do? At the start of your opponent's command phase, select one of the abilities in the Demon Primarchus Slanesh section. Where is that? Uh, oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so at the start of your opponent's command, select one until the start of your opponent's next command. This model has. Okay, so let's see what he has. Each time a model makes an attack that subtract one from the hit roll, or fights first, or an aura within 6. Each time that unit selects fall back, it must take a leadership test. If that test fails, it must take a or must. Okay, so he does exactly like Mephiston's worthless. Um, I suppose that's good against Tau because they have fall back and shoot with everything. That's their army rule, huh? I guess that's good against Tau, but it's just a regular leadership test, which I don't think Tau like taking leadership tests, do they? No, aren't they saving on 8s? Yeah, I don't like any of this. I don't like any of that. I guess the fights first is okay. Subtracting one from the hit roll is that it? What else does he have? The poison, I guess that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm not. Each time this model makes a normal advance or fall, it can move over sections that are 4 inches or less. Okay, well, can't every can't everything though? Can't everything? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I guess I was being mean. Yeah, I couldn't believe that guy got mad at me for measuring things. I'm like, I have never played a game where someone didn't measure things. And I wasn't going to argue with him. I was like, fair enough. I understand your point of view. I wasn't going to say I disagree. The guy was already agitated, so I just said, I understand. I understand how you could be upset with me measuring distances. All right, take care, JM. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Yeah. He just, yeah, I'm not going to badmouth the guy. He just didn't have a good game. He did not have a good game. Now, if he would have moved up and then overwatched my Vanguard vets and killed them off the map, and then if I would have failed all my charges, Yeah, I'm sure he would have had a really enjoyable game. Later, dude. Thanks for stopping by again. All right, I think we're gonna call it a night there. Just a reminder, membership goal is up. I can't wait to see who's going to be my first member on the channel. I just made partner today, and I'm excited. It was a lot of hard work, and I appreciate you guys. Like I said earlier in my video, in order to make partner, you have to have at least 3,000 hours of watch time. So I literally just hit that 2 days ago. So I appreciate you guys tuning in every day and watching this old dude play Blood Angels and Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Knights and oh, what else was I playing? Death Watch. Um, yeah, mostly Blood Angels though. Red Thirst Wargaming, right? It's my favorite army. Um, but yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking me out on most of my streams daily. And yeah, let's keep it going. I appreciate you guys. Lord willing, I'll see you folks tomorrow and I'll get another stream in. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Thanks again.